It was a creed written into the founding documents that declared the destiny of a nation. Yes, we can. It was whispered by slaves and abolitionists as they blazed the trail toward freedom. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
It was sung
by immigrants who struck out as the shores pioneers.
If there is anyone out there who still doubts that America is a place where all things are possible, who still wonders if the dream of our founders is alive in our time, who still questions the power of our democracy, tonight is your answer.
Come what may, we made it to an occasion where we never thought in my lifetime that I would see an African American have the opportunity to be the commander-in-chief. And that day is here. And I stood in line with a whole lot of people, 75 and 80, with tears in their eyes, saying they never believed that this day would be.
Somebody who thinks differently than the guys that have been in charge for the past at least 8 years gets a chance to do things in a new way.
My grandfather used to always say something like, it's gonna be a time where you're gonna need to vote and things gonna change. Then eventually my father was saying the same thing. Now we just see, I'm just living in a dream and the predecessor.
It's amazing, man. I can't even describe. Like, seriously, I shed a few tears when I put in that vote. I was like, this is a historic moment right here. This does not come along every day, you know?
I always followed Martin Luther King's dream. You know, one day that we would have someone like Obama or like himself, Martin Luther King. And now this is happening.
This election is offering us the biggest chance for change, and in a good way, because there's really not, it can get a lot worse, and that's why we need change, because it seems to be getting worse and worse. So I think this is the first time we have an election where we really could make a huge difference.
So, I mean, people just wanted to change. That's why you're getting record turnout. And I don't care whether people voted for McCain or Obama, just as long as they voted.
Me, I'm a person that I really want to vote it, but I have my first born on the way, and I kind of did it for him. I probably won't reap the benefits, but he will.
It might sound really cheesy, but I felt really empowered and excited that I was part of history and hopefully part of something really big, bigger than myself.
Well, this was like the first election that I actually followed, and I watched most of the debates, and I felt like interested in it. So, I mean, obviously, I'm sure a lot of people are saying like a sense of empowerment, and it's just like a big change. I actually, feel interested and passionate in voting for one of the candidates.
Now, the trouble is that we need to think that is just the first step. It's just the first step. He's inheriting a pretty house of horrors in terms of fiscal policy and credit crunch and market crunch and unemployment and so on. So it's going to take quite a little bit for all of us to sacrifice, join together, and move beyond Election Day.
First time I was ever able to vote was in 1972, and I voted for George McGovern when he was running against Richard Nixon. Since that election, I would say that there have been different elections that I was excited about. I was initially very excited about Jimmy Carter when I got to vote for him. But this campaign and Barack Obama as a candidate has totally won me over. And what I think is really special about it for me is that for the first time in recent memory, I have someone to vote for who is highly intelligent and doesn't have an axe to grind. I believe completely that Obama cares deeply about the people of this country, and that he does not want us to be divisive. I feel that his goal is really to reunite the United States and, you know, to bring us back from the brink of, you know, destruction, the path that we've been on for the last 8 years.
It's the answer told by lines that stretched around schools and churches in numbers this nation has never seen, by people who waited 3 hours and 4 hours, many for the first time in their lives, because they believed that this time must be different, that their voices could be that difference. It's the answer spoken by young and old, rich and poor, Democrat and Republican, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Native American, gay, straight, disabled and not disabled, Americans who sent a message to the world that we have never been just a collection of individuals or a collection of red states and blue states. We are and always will be the United States of America.
Coast from sea to shining sea. Yes, we can. 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 Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.